just the other night, my daughter was going to bed and she said, Mom, why do I feel scared? Because she was going to bed and she was, the shadows on the side of the wall. And I said, well, honey, I said, Mom can feel scared too. I can feel fearful. And so rather than, well, why are you feeling scared? You don't have to feel scared. I think our vulnerability of our humanness and how we navigate, I find it very intimate. And so my daughter was like, well, what do you do? So I told her that, Mom, I said, well, honey, so I was like her little bed has like a teepee. And we had a little nightlight and I was sitting on the side, like sitting next to her. And I said, honey, I said, Mom will look around my environment and notice like how, I don't know, I'm so supportive. And I said, look at honey, I said, you've got your teddies here. And I said, Mom's sitting here next to you in this snuggy blanket. And I said, Mom will notice. I said, I'll notice at how life is supporting me. That's one thing I do. And I said, and with that, from there, I said, I'll normally notice what I'm grateful for. And so it's like, wow, okay, I see how supported I am in this moment and that all is well. All is well. All is well right now. It's like, she's like, yeah, but, and I'm like, okay, I hear that, but let's just look around right now. And so we looked around for some shadows and, she saw she described what she saw. I described what I saw. Because normally if we're fearful, it's future paced. It's something in the future or something in the past, of a should have or shouldn't or whatever that looks like. And sometimes we miss this actual moment. And so I tend to notice and invite my attention and awareness back to this moment. And by the way, that doesn't mean, does that completely decimate fear? Because no, these emotions they come up and they rise and they fall. And I think my own experience, Kelly, as a younger version of myself too, was that I shouldn't feel fear, or it's not spiritual to feel fear, or whatever, all these wonky donk beliefs. And it's my experience that sometimes I feel scared, and that's okay. Because I think that that's natural. And so I think as we can reflect that to our kids, that it's like, honey, Mom feels that way too sometimes. I think that gives permission for us to feel the totality of this human experience, and that it's okay, and to look around like we're on this device and this computer, and life's a miracle. Life's a miracle when all we have to do is notice.